What's going on, Muln fam? Back with another video. I want to address this Investor Place article that's titled Muln Stock Alert, Why Are Investors Suing Muln Automotive? And I posted a screenshot out of this article over on Stock Twits that I realized that was a little misleading. And I understand where people are coming from when they called me out about it, saying it makes it look like that the reverse stock split is off the table. And I was going to actually make a video on this article anyway. And I want to apologize to you all on that because I do realize that the shareholder meeting is taking place tomorrow, and this is a very critical time. I have good intentions when I'm sharing information with you guys, but however, I did pull that trigger on that specific piece of the article a little too fast, and hoping we can move forward and get into the next trading day. So let's go back and look at more of the details, because the passage that I shared was from my phone and didn't have obviously enough information to support it. It says what that means is that the Court of Chancery is ultimately in charge of siding with Muln or the class action filers. The court has scheduled a hearing for January 23rd. In the case of Robbins versus Mishery, the plaintiff also argues that Muln sought to change its state of incorporation to Maryland to protect its board of directors from lawsuits. Muln previously announced that it would no longer pursue a state of incorporation change to Maryland. The board noted that it may pursue this change again in the future when the time is right. And here's the section. As a result of the lawsuits, Muln will no longer file the amendment to its certificate of incorporation. That means that it will no longer file proposal number 1 at its January 19 meeting, which seeks to enact a reverse stock split in a range between 1-for-2 and 1-for-25. It appears that Muln will also not file for proposal number 2, which seeks to increase authorized common stock to $5 billion from $1.75 billion. These two proposals may be pursued in the future, which depends on the decision of the Court of Chancery. So reverse stock split approval and more dilution is not off of the table. It could very well happen after this hearing on January 23rd when they get these legal actions taken care of. And Muln released a Form 8K detailing legal matters that were initiated in December. Said these legal matters will affect the upcoming special meeting for stockholders on January 19th. It also says on December 7th, Shareholder filed a putative class action lawsuit against the company titled Robbins versus Mishery in Delaware's Court of Chancery. On December 13th, another punitive stockholder class action titled Foley versus Mishery was filed against the company. Both lawsuits allege that the number of common stock issued and outstanding as of the annual meeting record date was 477.51 million. Based on this share count, and when considered separately as a class, the proposal to increase authorized shares at the 2022 annual meeting should not have been passed. The 2022 annual meeting occurred on July 26th. And this is also the 8K here, highlighting the same information I just touched on in the Investor Place article. So reverse stock split and more dilution is in fact on the table still. Muln Automotive needs to raise the share price to be more attractive to big investors, and they also need to raise cash. There's been a lot of uncertainty and fear surrounding the stock, and it's understandable. The CEO and the company has been quiet for weeks with no updates, and the shorts have just been taking advantage of this fear, just walking the price down slowly but surely. You see how we hovered at 30 cents and then finally broke down. So it's up in the air as far as when a reverse split will actually go in effect, if and when it gets approved. On the proxy statement for the shareholder meeting, it does state that Muln Automotive will not be filing the First Amendment for reverse stock split earlier than May 1st, 2023. And no later than December 1st, 2023, if proposal number 2 is not approved. So be sure to do your own due diligence and as well read your proxy statement going into the shareholder meeting. And the ongoing legal issues, as I previously discussed, will have some effect on that as well following the January 23rd court hearing. Looking at the 30-minute chart, the RSI is down. Still got some work to do on the TTM squeeze. However, the MACD is in the green. On the 1 hour, the MACD wants to curl up green, and also the TTM squeeze, the red candles are starting to turn dark red candles, indicating a possible curl here as well. And with the RSI being down, it doesn't stay down for long. If you look back, the RSI was low here, not as low as it is here, but it was low here and pushed up along with the price. If you go back further, you'll see a similar situation as to now. It was below and started pushing back up. And I think we may see some more down pressure or consolidation sideways before we see any move back up, depending on, how things go. How investors are reacting, because looking here, the 21-day moving average, the price was trading directly on it until we pushed down below 30 cents. And that's exactly what these short sellers wanted. They wanted to the price to cross below the 21-day moving average. They are very strategic with their attacks. They knew that the price was going to knife down. That's why they walked it down directly onto this 21-day moving average at 30 cents per share and then pushed it down. Taking an overall view of things, the Bollinger Bands are still very tight here on the weekly chart. The TTM squeeze still wants to go green. There's a lot of price suppression still on the stock. MACD is still in the green. And like it is always said, Mullen Automotive just needs a catalyst to get things going and open up these Bollinger Bands, push the TTM squeeze up in the green. So as long as things are quiet, shorts will still continue to take advantage of the stock price, and they could very well try to push Mullen Automotive down to revisit that 24 cents level that was touched when the 10K filing came out that late on Friday, unless retail investors bring some buying pressure in to prop the stock up. But we will see how reactions are and how things go down tomorrow. The market as a whole was down as well. S&P 500, Dow Jones, NASDAQ Composite was down today. So that was another opportunity for shorts to bring some pressure. So that's all I got for this video. Hope y'all find this information valuable. Stay charged up. Don't feed the fear, and I'll catch you on the next one. Gone.